Chapter 14. Sheba. As Ptah steps off the elevator on the 30th floor at the Nile Valley Hotel, he is feeling like $1 million and impressed with the African interior designs of this new black-owned hotel. The music is loud and clear in the Luxor room, which overlooks San Francisco and other parts of the Bay Area. This is the final day of Sheba's family reunion, and everyone is well dressed for this formal affair. Ptah is dressed in an expensive light gray suit, silk blue shirt, and gold tie. It has been a long time in Ptah's mind since he's heard some good R&B music, and it sounds good, real good. As he walks into the festive atmosphere, many people are excited to see him. Many of Sheba's family members have come from places all over the country, and for some, this was an opportunity to finally get a chance to meet the champ. Sheba is at the other end of the room, dancing on the main floor. After shaking hands and hugging many people, Ptah is pulled aside by Clem, Sheba's cousin from Oakland. Clem had been a very tough, feared, and smart gang leader in his day, but now he is a reformed OG, original gangster, working to be a successful businessman. He gives Ptah a strong, brotherly hug. "Man, it's good to see you. What's been happening? Talk to me. Tell me you're gonna come back and kick some ass," Clem said. Ptah laughs. He knows he's back in the real world, and it feels good, even though he doesn't strongly believe in the competitions anymore. There's something still there. "Like a hurricane, Clem. It's Dogon time, man. They say the next fight is in 5 months. I know you've been getting ready, especially since you've been in those mountains all this time. Take him out this time, champ," Clem said. Then he starts to throw a few punches in the air. "Get down on his Brazilian ass." Ptah is smiling and shaking his head in agreement. But he's also looking around the floor, trying to locate Sheba. Clem observes what's going on. "I bet you're looking for your woman. You got that horny look in your face. You take it easy on my cousin." Ptah is laughing. He knows that Clem is crazy and speaks his mind. Ptah then throws a playful punch at Clem's midsection. "Don't worry about your cousin. She's going to be in good hands tonight." Ptah starts to move on and is immediately stopped by Azar, who is feeling real good from the many drinks he's had this evening. He is nearly in tears as he gives Ptah a fatherly hug. "Welcome back to the world, champ. We missed ya. I missed ya." But Azar suddenly notices something, and with his hands resting on Ptah's shoulders, he says, "You look different. There's a new look in your eyes." Then Azar squeezes the shoulders and arms of Ptah. "Damn, you really have been working out. But we'll talk about that tomorrow, champ. I know you're trying to get to Sheba and everybody's stopping you." Azar points straight ahead. "There she is, Ptah. I'll take you over there and keep these people off you." As Azar and Ptah make their way through the crowd, Ptah is observing Sheba standing there and waiting. She's wearing a gorgeous sleeveless blue and gold dress. She appears to be a bit heavier, but he's pleased with the additional weight. For many nights at the Mountain of the Moon, Ptah had dreamed of Sheba, of holding her, laughing with her, and making love to her. He thought of how together they faced Rashid and the Shakas, of how she felt the night of his defeat by Zambi, and of all the many times she stood by him. He didn't want to leave her for that period of time ever again. Azar continued to clear a path to Sheba, the same way he'd done many times before title fights. As they move ahead, Ptah continues to say hello to many of the admiring family members. Sheba is simply standing still, smiling and holding back the rush of excitement as Azar and Ptah finally reach her. Azar steps forward and playfully salutes Sheba. "I'm delivering your man to you." Then Azar whispers in Sheba's ear, "I want you to set me up with that fine cousin of yours from Atlanta." Sheba nods okay while she continues to stare at Ptah. Azar and other family members continue to observe the romantic pair as they simply gaze and lightly touch each other. Ptah finally puts his arm around Sheba, and they slowly walk to a deserted corner window with a scenic view of the San Francisco airport and the bay. There's a gentle hug and a soft, intimate kiss. As Ptah holds Sheba, the sensation is incredible. Never had it felt so good to be back home with her. How could she understand? How could anyone understand that he had been away 5 long years? Maybe that was the purpose of the time warp, to bring him to a greater appreciation of his present life, to cherish his love, to fight harder for the world to which he was born. Ptah closed his eyes and thought about Sheba's sweet lips, her fresh fragrance, her firm but soft body, her smooth and gentle face. It had been a long time. Tears came to his eyes as he held her tighter, and as she felt his embrace, she squeezed him tighter. They both kept their eyes closed as they cherished this precious moment alone, feeling the relief, satisfying their longing, absorbing each other's love. I don't want to get carried away in front of your family. They're looking, you know, Ptah said. Sheba continued to kiss Ptah. Let them look. I'm in love and I want the whole world to know that I love Ptah, that he's my man. I missed you so much, Sheba, and you look so good tonight. Is there a place where we can be alone for a moment? Yeah, baby. I have a special suite for us on the 22nd floor. We can slip out of here a little bit later. You left a couple of messages saying you had something to tell me, Ptah said. I don't want to tell you now, Ptah. I'll tell you later. Ptah is insisting. I want to know now. Tell me now, baby. Sheba is reluctant. Well, if you insist, I hope you're ready for this. I'm pregnant, Ptah. I'm going to have your baby. Ptah is speechless and absolutely amazed. You're going to have our baby? I'm going to be a father. He stares out the window in utter amazement, just like Askia did when he told him about his son, Harmarcus. I'm going to be a father. Sheba is looking at Ptah closely. Ptah, are you happy about this? Yes, baby, I'm very happy about this. I have something for you, Ptah said, beaming with pride. Sheba is very excited. What is it? Let me see it. Close your eyes, baby, and I'll give it to you. Ptah takes a diamond ring out of his pocket and places it on Sheba's finger. She opens her eyes and is so overwhelmed with joy that she smothers Ptah with kisses. Sheba's mother and other family members had been observing all of this. The party photographer stops by and requests to take their picture. They take 2 photos in romantic poses, and then Sheba's mother breaks in to take a picture with her daughter and future son-in-law. All right, I gotta take a picture with my daughter and her soon-to-be husband, Sheba's mother said. Sheba whispers to her mother, Mom, don't be making any announcements yet. He hasn't asked me to marry him yet. Ptah looks at Sheba while the 3 of them are preparing to take the picture. Will you marry me, Sheba? Yes, you meathead. That's all I've ever wanted to do. As the photographer gets into the right position, many family members, Azar and Clem, are looking on. Now everyone smile. Hold it. He snaps the picture. That's good. Ptah immediately grabs Sheba and they embrace for a long, intimate kiss. Then Sheba, without another word to anybody, takes Ptah's hand and starts leading him out of the room to the elevators. They head to the 22nd floor, to the special suite for the night. As Sheba and Ptah enter the luxury suite on the 22nd floor, Ptah is pleasantly surprised. The suite is spacious and features the decor and atmosphere of ancient Kemetic civilization. Wall paintings and murals depict the life and time of black people in the ancient Kemetic world. Persian rugs, sedan chairs, a huge circular bed, and other imitations of the ancient world are all bathed in a special effects lighting arrangement. In the middle of the room is a large square whirlpool and spa fit for royalty. The low hum of bubbling water permeates the entire room. New technologies such as holographic imagery and artificial intelligence helps to create a very unique experience in this private getaway. Sheba is observing Ptah's reaction. Well, do you like it, Ptah? Ptah is delighted and is particularly interested in getting into the whirlpool. Yeah, Sheba, this is bad. You said some black people put this together, is that right? Yeah, it's that black hotel chain out of Atlanta that Askia helped to go public about 6 years ago. They're on a roll now. When they realized that you were Askia's brother, they insisted on giving us this suite free of charge for 1 whole week, baby. We will be the first people to break this little paradise in. Ptah is very grateful, especially since they are doing this because of Askia. I'll call the management tomorrow and personally thank them, Sheba. This is just what I needed. Sheba is happy that she set this up. And Ptah, we have our own personal kitchen, baby. The refrigerator is already stocked up. Then she looks at Ptah with her big, dreamy eyes. Will you be my friend and lover for the whole week, Ptah? Yes, I will. I don't have anything scheduled this week. This will definitely be our time together, baby. Sheba is very pleased. I have another surprise for you, Ptah. But I need to go in the other room and put it on. Okay, baby, Ptah said. While Sheba disappears into one of the side rooms, Ptah begins to wander around this cozy little paradise. He pulls open the drapes in the rear of the room, and for a few moments, enjoys the scenic view of the bay and San Francisco in the distance. A bottle of sparkling cider is chilling in a bucket of ice by the whirlpool. He pours himself a glass and takes a long, refreshing sip, savoring the moment. Then he stares at the bubbling water and starts to feel very relaxed. Sheba hollers from the other room that she would be out shortly and was putting on some music. The sound of soothing R&B music stirs Ptah's spirit. It feels so good to be home, he thinks to himself. The urge to get in the whirlpool finally overtakes him, and he slowly takes off his clothes. After he removes his socks, Ptah steps over to a wall-sized mirror to observe himself. He feels the strength and power in his loins, his chest and arms, and his abdomen. His muscles have become more defined. He looks at areas on his body that had been previously wounded at the Mountain of the Moon. He is amazed that the deep scars and lacerations are all gone. He had been cut several times and accidentally clawed by Bast, but Imhotep's medical wisdom patched him up during his time in the lower chamber. The great sage used special medicines and herbal remedies to rebuild Ptah's torn body. Ptah then walks to the whirlpool and slowly steps into the water. It feels warm and soothing, just the right temperature. For a moment, it reminded him of the hot natural mineral water at the base of the Mountain of the Moon that Zay had taken him to after one of their training sessions. As he settles back in total relaxation, sipping the cider and listening to the soothing music, Sheba walks out slowly in one of the sexiest negligees in the world. As she glides over to the whirlpool, she stops and puts her hands on her hips. Ptah, you weren't supposed to get in there just yet, cried Sheba. Ptah is so relaxed he almost looks drunk. I know, baby, but I just couldn't resist it any longer. Sheba smiles and is inwardly delighted to see Ptah really relaxing. Then she observes all of his clothes thrown on the floor. Look at you. You just took off all your clothes. I wish you had waited. I would have undressed you myself, Sheba said. Ptah smiles. Turn around slowly, baby. Let me see your new outfit. Sheba turns around very slowly in her three-piece out-of-this-world red negligee. For a few moments, she models her new outfit for her man. She begins to dance a little for Ptah as a mellow Michael Jackson tune starts to play. She's real hot tonight and starts to slowly remove each piece of the negligee, playfully throwing them into Ptah's face. Ptah is enjoying every second of this fabulous show. Then Shiva steps into the whirlpool and goes to Ptah with hunger in her eyes. They slowly embrace. "Oh, baby, I'm so glad you're home," Shiva said. "I love you, Shiva. I will always love you, baby." As the Michael Jackson tune continues to serenade the couple, Ptah says playfully, "You give me butterflies, Shiva." They laugh and embrace for a long, passionate kiss. On his arrival at the Dogon Institute of Technology, Ptah is greeted by Lady Dogon in the main lobby. It has been 2 weeks since Ptah's announcement of his engagement to Shiva. Today, he is scheduled to meet with family members to discuss some future plans. Ptah and Lady Dogon walk through the research center en route to a main conference room. Osiris, who is the Vice President of Research and Development, joins his family for the special meeting. There are 45 scientists and engineers in his group, and practically all of them are young, black, and very talented. They have been recruited from all over the world to be part of this prestigious African research institute. They have a reputation for excellence and unique scientific designs, and major corporations from around the world are clients of the firm. A young engineer stops Lady Dogon and requests her input on a matter. "Mrs. Dogon, if you have a moment, I'd like you to take a look at this." The engineer then speaks to Ptah. "Ptah, how's it going? You look great, man." Lady Dogon examines the papers. "Ah, the specs for Ashanti fuel cell technology. This will need to be completed by next week. We're only missing this piece in their new energy design. Give it to Osiris as soon as you complete this section. Have it on my desk by next Friday, Seth. It looks good. I like your solutions." Seth acknowledges the compliment and is eager to finish his work. Osiris and Ptah are engaged in some small talk. Sai then gives Ptah a big brotherly hug of congratulations. "I heard the good news, man. I'm so sorry I missed that party. I just got back from Ghana. I heard it was a bomb. Azar said he got hooked up with Sheba's gorgeous cousin from Atlanta. He also said that you and Sheba were in the corner kissing all night." They all laugh as Ptah stands there looking guilty. Sai then says, "Man, I can't believe it. A baby and marriage? What are you going to name him?" Lady Dogon asks, "How do you know the child is going to be a boy, Osiris?" "It's in the stars, Mom. And my inner self tells me he's going to be a great Dogon," Sai said. Ptah is feeling good about everything these days. Male or female, this child is going to have a good life. We're going to build a better world for the next generation. Lady Dogon is very proud of Ptah for saying those sincere words. She's near tears as she gives her son a hug. His words are music to her ears, for her life's work is the upliftment of her people. Papa Dogon walks in and joins his family. He's chief financial officer and president of the firm, but at this moment, he's the proud father of a strong family. "I'm ready now. Let's go into the conference room. We have a lot to discuss," Papa Dogon said. The Dogons move into the conference room and take seats around a large mahogany table. Lady Dogon leads the discussion. "Ptah, your fight with Zambi takes place in less than 5 months. It appears that your training at the mountain retreat went well. In fact, everyone says you look like a new man. What are you planning to do next?" Ptah ponders the question. My martial arts philosophy has always been to incorporate techniques or systems into my own style, to be open to change and new possibilities. Capoeira is an African-inspired martial art, an art form that I have not studied. This is an opportunity for me to learn its secrets, its unique form of self-defense, its way of life. I'm making arrangements to study this art before I meet Zambi in the ring. I think that's an excellent idea. It will broaden your abilities and, more importantly, it will bring about a deeper awareness of the ancient spiritual vitality of Capoeira, Lady Dogon said. It's a good strategy. Learn as much as you can about your opposition and you will know how to defeat him. Zambi is your ultimate test, son. It's good that you finally have a serious challenge to face, Papa Dogon remarked. Sai nods his approval. Yeah, Pata. In the last 3 years, no one has come close to beating you except Zambi. He represents your turning point. Pata is listening patiently to his family, realizing that Zambi is just one of many challenges he will have to face in the near future. The Mountain of the Moon is still very much on his mind. When do you plan to marry Sheba? Right after your fight, the entire family will be going to Ghana for the International African Millennium Conference. That's going to be a major event, Pata, Papa Dogon said. We actually want to get married after the fight. Maybe we can do it in Ghana, said Pata. That would make me very happy, Pata. To see you married on African soil would be a very good thing, my son, Lady Dogon said. Pata is also concerned about something else. What about the Akans? What's Nzinga been up to in my absence? Batala fights in 3 months. They seem to be preoccupied at the moment. However, our sources tell me that they are planning something big for your next fight with Zambi. This business with Nzinga will be settled once and for all after your fight, Lady Dogon said confidently. The family's in complete agreement with that plan. They will put in place a necessary plan and strategy to defeat Nzinga and her evil designs. Nothing will be allowed to stop the Dogon master plan for the future.